It's Game Soup. Today we're playing N++. My name is Ed.
My name's Joe.
So let's talk about the game a little bit, Joe. Take it away.
This game was developed by MetaNet Software and published by MetaNet Software Inc. The genre is action. It was released on August 25th, 2016, and a copy of this game was provided to us by the developers.
Thanks, MetaNet.
We're also giving away a copy of this game,
Thanks, MetaNet.
courtesy of MetaNet.
Cool.
And we decided we're going to do the giveaways a little bit differently from now on. We've been doing just goofy questions a lot of the time, or what's your favorite console was one of them. But we decided it would probably be more useful to the developers, and I wish we had been doing this earlier. But, well, in case the developers are watching, I guess. But post something about the game. Post something that you either like about the game or a critique for the developers. Anything, any constructive criticism or comment about the game. And also indicate that you want to enter the giveaway. So for instance, you could type, the simplest thing would be, I want to enter the giveaway. I like the colors in this game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would work.
That's a good one.
That's good enough. But you can be more thoughtful and creative and helpful if you want. But that's like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
we think that might be a little bit better and a little bit more fitting for the style of channel that GS is. We like to analyze games and aspects of design, game design.
Yeah. You have this whole big brain. Be sure to use it when you leave your comment. Say something interesting. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but come on, how
You
lame
can
is
say
that?
you like the colors as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of colors, man, there's a lot to talk about with this game. So, this is one of those games where I was testing it earlier a couple days ago, and I couldn't put it down. And there's just so much to do, and it's one of those, oh crap. It's one of those just one more round kind of games, you know?
It looks like it.
I think you'll see that. And I don't know, have you ever played N+, Joe? I think you said you hadn't.
No, I haven't played it.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
It's pretty much a cult classic. I did it again! God, I feel so dumb. Yeah, it's one of those things. I played a fair amount of it, and I loved it, and I was surprised to hear this was even coming out. But I think it's a game that a lot of people have played, but not necessarily mastered. Like, it's just fun, man. It's just fun. So I'm really glad to see that it's making a comeback here. And the craziest thing about this release was that I looked it up on the Steam page, which, by the way, did you mention the price?
No, I didn't mention.
Okay, well, the base retail is $14.99. Currently, it's on sale because of the launch for $11.99. So for one thing, it's cheap, which is cool. And for a second thing, there are 2,300 handcrafted levels. So we can see these levels that I'm going through here. Each of these sections has 5 levels built into them, right?
Right.
So we have 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. And if there are 2,300 of them, how many of these must there be?
Jesus.
Like a bazillion.
It's a lot of levels.
Yeah, so it's kind of mind-blowing.
And it has a level editor, right?
And it has a level editor, which I'll show you right now.
So you can play other people's levels online. So you could pretty much just spend the rest of your life playing this game.
Pretty much. So it kind of seems daunting, but there's a lot to do, and it's awesome. I love the amount of options there are. And real quick, this is the entire instruction manual, which I love. Well, for single player at least. You'll notice that your controls are left, right, and jump, basically. And it's flashy. So if you hit left trigger, you can feel free to just change your interface at any time. I think there are 60 of these different...
I really like when a game gives you the option, when it's possible.
Yeah.
For a game with simple graphics like this works really well.
Yeah.
For you to be able to color swap the backgrounds, the characters, and how everything looks. They did that with Downwell as well.
Yeah.
Which I wound up liking the original of that the most. I unlocked all the color schemes, all of them or most of them, at least most of them, and I wound up just liking the original black, white, and red. But it was really nice that the option was there. The blue one was pretty nice too. But yeah, this one, I mean, I like most of the color schemes that you've unlocked so far.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I tend to like black and gray for background. Like, this is too much.
This is hard because of our... Yeah.
But yeah, this one's nice too.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
The dark
Evening.
blue. I kind of like dark colors. It's easier on the eyes over time.
So if you've never played N+, the objective is to touch the switch and then leave. That's pretty much it, and it sounds really simple.
But getting to that switch can be really difficult, as we've seen so far.
And the game probably has more physics than you might expect. Let's see, what haven't I done here? Have I done this one? I think we did this one already.
It looks like the physics are more realistic, I guess, than a lot of 2D platformers.
Yeah, so it's definitely... Everything has weight behind it. If you get a running start, you're going to keep running, and it's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah.
You know? So it relies a lot on you not overshooting yourself when you're trying to make a jump or when you're trying to go fast, gotta go fast, like Sonic.
Yeah, there's a lot of acceleration and deceleration in the run, as there would
Yeah.
be in real life.
But that's one of those things, like you can see here on the slopes. The slopes provide an advantage because you can jump off them in the opposite direction like that.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
definitely
yeah,
a physics kind of behavior there.
and if you're falling, you can fall from an infinitely high distance. If you land on a flat surface, you just splat and you're dead. But if you land on a slope, you don't
You
ever
would-
die.
You slide down, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
So there is that element of strategy to it. But
And
I mean,
these yellow squares, they're just bonus points, I guess.
so the yellow squares, this is an interesting mechanic. I don't know if the original N Plus had this. I kind of forget. But the basic idea here is that each of these chunks of 5 levels, they have a one collective timer. So you can see the timer at the very top of the screen there. There's one timer for all 5 of these levels, and by
Okay.
collecting these, I think you recover 2 seconds every time.
Oh, you're timed then for the
Yeah, but I
the
mean,
whole.
you're timed for these. Come on,
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're timed for each area. So if you do it
Oh God.
too slow, you have to go back and repeat some of the areas then
Yeah, just to get a slightly
to get a better
slightly
time.
lower
Okay,
time.
that's
But-
interesting. We played a game recently like that called Bot Vice,
Yeah.
which had a similar mechanic, but it was over the course of the entire game. You had to
Yeah.
do the entire game in under 34 minutes, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I don't think this is as restrictive as that. I think this is just based on each second, because this is one of those games where you play the leaderboards and you share levels with friends, and it's a very competitive game if you want it to be. So like you can see here, every time you complete a stage, you have your global rank,
Yeah, I like that.
which
I like that for the competitive player.
I'm a huge fan of this. Like I never got into Meat Boy, but I think that was pretty competitive too, right?
I don't know.
With replays and stuff, maybe not. Oh God. But yeah, that was
Yeah,
one of those-
I guess it was. I never got that good at it. I played it a lot, but I didn't get so good that I was trying to speedrun it or anything.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it.
There are people. I mean, you see it at like AGDQ or SGDQ game
Yeah.
marathons, and you always see somebody playing Meat Boy and just blowing your mind.
Yeah.
So it's very competitive. And I think this has the potential to be.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of player anymore. I'll never be a speedrunner or
Nah.
a master of any game anymore. I'm more just into design. I guess we're both
Yeah.
like that more. I think we're more into just analyzing and learning from games and making games.
What's gonna happen here? Okay, I got it. So that's kind of what took me by surprise here. I was not expecting to be drawn in, so thoroughly the way I was. I think just by following the traditional N Plus conventions. Oh, I did it again! I'm so dumb. It's really easy to get into, and the premise is so simple. So I think it has a good way of drawing people in. Yes. So and I can't even believe it. There's 2,300 levels. You could just choose one of them to master. It wouldn't even take you that long. It'd take you like an hour if you really wanted to just get the fastest possible time.
Yeah, you could make it your
God.
goal to beat level T1 faster than anyone else. You could
T1?
probably do it.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see what this game is going to look like in a couple weeks, once people have gotten their hands on it, and like the craziest times ever have been made.
Yeah, so this game's a pretty big phenomenon then, right?
Yeah, N Plus has been around for a while.
Yeah, I've never really been familiar with it, and I follow games fairly closely, but
Oh, that was easy. I was
I feel
surprised.
like you had a lot of opportunities to get 6 extra seconds there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I imagine if you are speedrunning, that collecting these gold squares is actually going to matter a lot because, because, you can see sometimes you don't have to,
It's kind of funny to see your legs flying
Yeah.
all over that corridor
I
there
love it.
as you drop down.
Oh, yeah, sometimes you just have to go out of your way to get them. You wouldn't even have to. You wouldn't even have to run into them
Yeah.
on purpose.
It's interesting. There's multiple ways to
Yeah.
play the game, so it suits many players, which is probably part of the success. Part of
I don't know what this... Oh, okay.
part of why the game has had success is because you can approach it from multiple different perspectives, multiple different play styles.
Yeah.
From casual to speedrunner to completionist. All types of players can enjoy this kind of game.
Yeah, I like
this,
that.
This game specifically.
Yeah, when a game like this has a lot of different applications. Like when games have a lot of different game modes, they oh god, they can appeal to a lot of different players.
That's cool that there's some secret yellow blocks under these.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this though. I guess I could just make a dash for it.
I mean, so far it's reminding me of Meat Boy just a little bit a little bit less difficult, but
Yeah.
it probably gets it probably gets to that level later on.
Yeah, I mean, you can see here we're still in the intro block, and we've
Yeah.
done how many? 5 times this many.
Because Meat Boy's difficulty curve kind of just starts at incredibly difficult
Yeah.
and goes up to near impossible.
Yeah, yeah,
And this seems like it starts from a little bit more of a fair
yeah.
a fair place.
Exactly.
From pretty easy so far. It looks like an easy game so far.
This
but
starts
I'm
you-
sure
yeah.
I'm sure with 2300 levels,
I mean, this is
it's going to ramp up at some point.
this is the first level. I mean, you can see how easy it is. You know, there's 2 obstacles. That one and the one behind me. Oh yeah, actually no. Okay, I have to restart, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Maybe you didn't see it. I hope that you didn't see it. But the first time that I played, kind of looked like this. I was like, oh, this is pretty easy. You just run to the right and collect these gold pieces, right? Oh, I gotta jump over that saw. All right, cool. And then when you're not expecting it, I collided right here with this saw
Oh,
because I couldn't stop.
oh,
'cause you're building up
'cause you
momentum?
decelerated. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta,
yeah, yeah.
you gotta slow down a little bit as you're running.
It's just
So
one of
maybe
those.
that's just to teach the player that you don't want to. You might want to control your run. You might not want to
That's-
go at top speed
That's
whenever
exactly
possible.
it.
Yeah.
And that's what was so amazing about this very first stage. It managed to, first of all, it made me laugh because I died so ridiculously. And then it taught me that, first of all, you have a lot of momentum and it can be really hard to stop, you
Yeah.
know? So that was a really good lesson in the span of, 10 seconds? So really well done there as far as, just teaching the player in the first 5 seconds. One other thing that I also found really awesome, Joe, you and I think you're going to get a kick out of this. This is the
Alright.
story.
You're a ninja. You. I'm not gonna try.
No, you don't have
read
to read it. But the point that I'm making here is that this is the entire story. In a game like this, you don't need story. So what they do is they put it in a menu, and it's one page, and you can read it if you want. Just giving you the option and
Yeah.
putting it right there in the menu. Awesome, good choice. You know, I like that. 'Cause
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
a game
people-
like this is almost purely
yeah,
a design game. This isn't really based on any kind of story. But if somebody's interested in lore, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a page. We'll throw you a bone, right?
in the ninja lore. Like if you really wanted to read it, you could. So I mean, there are a couple more detailed pieces of information here. Basically, it talks about momentum and, as you just mentioned, if you're stuck, try thinking of a different approach. If you're really stuck, move to a different episode. So
Yeah, that's something we talk about a
Yeah.
lot on GS, where if a game's too difficult and it's just a straight linear game, you might get bored of it or get frustrated and just stop playing the game for a while or stop playing the game altogether. But if you give the player an option of which level they can enter
Right.
or what type of problem they can tackle. A good example, a good obvious example that everybody's familiar with is the Mega Man games. You can
Right.
just choose which that's kind of a brutal place to start you.
cool. It's a lesson, though. Jesus, that's fast.
That you're never safe,
Oh.
even at the beginning of a level. But yeah, obviously, like Mega Man is a pretty common example for a game like that.
Oh, look how violent it is. I love that. Oh, I gotta show you the options menu. Jesus, everything about this game really just resonated with me, I guess. Let me get out of here. Sorry, were you finishing that thought? Did I interrupt you?
I think we pretty much covered it. Just it being able to tackle different problems so that the player doesn't become bored or frustrated with one level or aspect of the game. That they
Right.
have the option to try something else out and refresh their brain so that they can attempt the thing that they were having difficulty with a fresh start. I guess.
Yeah, just to take a break.
Yeah.
So there are a couple crazy things that I found to be particularly humorous. So you can change controls. Obviously, you have fairly basic display options. A lot of options as far as coloring and music, which is really awesome because this is one of those games where you can just sit there and play and just have music going, and it would be a really fun, chill night. A really relaxing time.
Oh,
I
you
like
can
that.
turn the music off. Yeah, you can. Oh, obviously, most games you can
change
turn the music off.
Change the color of blood. You can.
Yeah.
It has. I would assume these are the 3 major kinds of color blindness that you'd want to fix in a game, and you have lots of different options for.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a game that will
Yeah.
be good for a colorblind
Yeah.
player.
And
It's very stark
Do-
and basic.
You like your explosions subdued, regular, or outlandish?
I would go with outlandish.
I think I will. I think it was on regular before. We're gonna go with outlandish, and there are just all these minor options that are just I don't know. I like that they're here. I just really like that they're here.
It's really cool.
Replay inputs, yes. I think this is the Meat Boy effect, where every time you die and you start over,
Oh
it's
yeah, I
your
like
shadow.
that.
Yeah, and I guess there is a co-op mode. This is what got me. Number Wang.
What's number wang?
Look in the bottom left corner for the description. It says, "That's number wang." So our options are 8723.91, 286. What do you think these do? Because I have no clue.
Set it to 1.
And I purposely avoided researching it. Maybe it's just a joke. Oh, start an episode from the beginning. Okay, I didn't even know about that one. So editor, options. Okay, lots of options. And lots of even more hidden stuff.
Question marks.
So
those are the cheat codes.
They're the cheat
The
codes.
death of cheat codes, as we say here on GS.
That's what we say. So basically, everything about this game makes it feel comprehensive. Every single thing, every aspect of it works together, makes it feel comprehensive. Tons of options, tons of oh god, I did it again. Tons of customization, you know. So this is one of those games you could lose. You could lose a year on if you just wanted to hole up in your room like me. Hole up in your room and just play this game. So if you're into that sort of thing, I mean, I guess for the price, it's pretty good value, you know. Or you could play No Man's Sky if you want, but why would you do that? Oh, Joe, you haven't played No Man's Sky, have you?
Nah.
Have you heard about it?
The name sounds familiar.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll talk about it some other time. Now is not the time for that, I guess. But
Let's talk about it.
oh, yes.
I was, yeah, I'm sounding really ignorant now because I didn't know what N+ was.
Yeah,
I'm sounding really ignorant
surprised.
because I don't know what No Man's Sky and N+ is. Now
Yeah.
I'm feeling really out of the loop as far as
God.
video games go.
You
right
are.
now.
You're out of the loop, and I don't appreciate it. And we're not friends.
But I know what Meat Boy is.
When did that come out? 2008.
Yeah, that's that game's pretty ubiquitous at this point.
Here's the thing. This is completely unreasonable. I hold a very slight resentment to Meat Boy because I started with Jumper. Remember Jumper with Ogmo? It was a freeware game before Meat Boy even came out.
And it's yeah, similar, right?
Yeah, very very similar.
I didn't really play it.
Oh no, super fun. I mean, they're both awesome. They're both awesome games. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I think Meat Boy really brought that type of game to the forefront, though. Just
Yeah.
the ridiculously difficult game that you know going into it that you're going to die 100 times in every level.
I love that. I used to play a lot of those kinds of games. You know, before I lost all my hair and got depressed about life. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. I don't know what these things do. You want to find out?
Let's talk about depression.
Whoa.
They kill you after a while.
Okay, so they're like a time delay bomb or something.
Yeah.
All right. So like this one's simple. You could just get right to the exit.
Well,
Pretty
yeah, why don't
simple.
you just do that instead of standing on the thing that kills you after 1 second?
So there's a lot of intricacies because you can wall jump and your momentum pretty much affects everything you do. So instead of having discrete motions throughout a stage, like I'll wall jump and then I'll run for a while and then I will do this, it feels like one continuous motion. So you know the whole game is themed around being a ninja and having these ninja moves. It comes together like that. It makes you feel like everything you're doing has been practiced and perfected.
And there's definitely
Yeah.
a sense of urgency
Yeah.
with the game because time is such a resource in the game. Time is the main resource. Those yellow squares just give you extra time,
Didn't
right?
get to that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much the only power up in the game is gaining extra time.
Mhm.
So the game is it's just a time attack mode, right? Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, so far, like we've seen, there hasn't really been a need. Oops, I keep doing it.
I think our explosions are set on extreme. here.
Outlandish, yeah.
Outlandish.
They are
that's
pretty
the- that's the-
outlandish.
That was the word.
Oh God. So this is a new trap.
That was a
Well,
trick and a trap.
It's actually an old trick recycled, I guess, into a new and creative use.
Tricks and traps.
All right, so I guess I can't even touch these then.
The 8th stage in Doom 2?
I thought it was the 9th stage. It was
Ninth?
after
10th?
It was after that not circle of doom, but you know the arena style of
Well,
it.
let's talk about Doom 2. Actually, yeah, you're right. Tricks and Traps, I think, was the level after that arena level, which was...
Which I always died on.
What was that one called?
I don't remember what it was called, but I always died on it. Oh, that's
Yeah,
is that gonna kill?
It's a tough one.
What does this do? Well
It kills
everything
you like everything
kills
else
you.
in the game.
Yeah.
You bump it, and then when it's got that shield around it, it doesn't kill you, but then it kills you.
Oh.
So it's friendly, then not
Oh.
friendly anymore. Don't touch it.
What did I just do?
Oh, I think it's a switch. You gotta hit it so that it'll switch, and then when it hits that switch at the bottom again, it'll it didn't.
No, I think I just locked myself out of the exit.
it won't behave.
I think I just okay. Look, we gotta start over.
Okay.
I think I just locked myself out. All right, so we're locked out now. But if we
Press that switch. Now we're locked out.
oh
And the next thing we have to do is
unlock it.
I'm gonna pretend that I know what to do, but I'm gonna let you tell it.
Let me tell it. Let's see.
It's to hit
All
that
right.
switch again?
You gotta hit the one that's under it.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
there
Okay,
you
that took
go.
a really long time. Your time resource has
I
been
know.
depleted.
I feel really dumb for not seeing that. But that's the other nice thing that I really like about games like this that are so self-contained with each level. You're never going to get stuck in a giant open world sprawling with hundreds of different things to get killed by. You always have it's very focused, you know? You always know exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. You're never going to get lost in a game like this. Or maybe you'll get lost if you're... But you're only ever going to be lost for 15 seconds
Yeah.
at most, like we just were.
I mean, there's no screen scrolling, so you can always see everything, which is a really nice touch. Like, this is one of those super distilled forms of gaming. You
Yeah,
know,
it is because the graphics, not the graphics, because the characters and objects are so small, they can make large enough levels and still have it be a single screen.
Yeah.
So it's got that old school arcade feel to it.
And the original N Plus had more of this kind of look to it, which was also nice. But I'm a huge fan of, oh god, I'm a huge fan of all the
new
options, yeah, all the customizability.
You gotta grab that wall there.
There we go.
If you're really good, you would have got that yellow square, that one extra yellow square on
yeah.
the bottom.
I guess I'm not that good, not yet anyway. I'll see you on the leaderboards about. Oh my god.
I'll see you on leaderboards in a couple of weeks once you get really good at this game. Start
Yeah.
speed running like you tend to do.
At leaderboards.com, as I tend to do.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Ed doesn't tend to speed run anything.
No.
But we have speed run one game together. It's called Time Crisis 2.
Oh yeah. Well, it's funny because that's like kind of an on rails game anyway. But you can speedrun
You
it.
can, yeah. You just kill the guys faster and you move the game ahead faster.
Uh-oh.
I forget what our time was though.
That's new.
What is that fella doing? Is he chasing after you?
Yeah, he's chasing me. I think
Is
he's
he gonna
mimicking.
kill you if he touches you?
Yeah. So,
I
yeah,
imagine.
Yeah.
Most of the things that look almost everything kills you in this game besides
Yeah,
ground.
except for
Besides
platforms.
ground and yellow squares. Oh, cool.
Did you?
Just as we got done talking
even,
about it.
I didn't even see it. Oh, I love those explosions.
Yeah, Outlandish is much funnier. They should just have that be the default.
Outlandish. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I wouldn't even mind if it was more outlandish.
Oh wait. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, you pressed all the switches. Time to die.
This is the end. See how it's got the element of puzzle to it. I guess I can't touch any of those. Well, I guess I can touch 2 of them.
You
all
don't
right.
want to touch 3 of them,
Not 3 of them, or else we're locked out.
buddy.
Uh,
You gotta run. That laser.
I was too busy, like, thinking about what I want to have for dinner and. Ooh, okay, cool. We got this. Yeah, I didn't realize that he was. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh fuck!
Really gotta time that.
I felt the anger that you felt.
Yeah.
Or maybe I felt more angry than you.
You probably did. I don't.
Yeah, I'm an angry kind of guy. You're more of a.
I tend not to get super angry at games.
An
Oh
Iceman.
Jesus! Oh Jesus! An Iceman, you might say.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Hearthstone recently and
Yeah.
how much I want to punish trolls
Oh,
that use the
man.
emote system to troll other players.
You are so full of that hate.
Yeah, I really don't like when they do that.
I mean, I don't think anybody likes it particularly. I think that's why people troll in the first place, because people don't like it.
Yeah. You're just a mean.
Oh no!
Why just be mean for no reason? I'm mean to them when they troll me. I'm mean to mean people.
Well, it's like they say, why are bullies mean? Because they're bullied at home, or well, we don't have to get into this if you don't want to, but like they
we
say
can
there's
get
always an
into it.
underlying thing, like they do it because they need to express themselves, or for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's not an excuse to do it.
What is this? Oh, no, certainly not. But in a game like that where you're anonymous, especially being on the internet, you're always anonymous. That's the beauty of the internet.
But I really like bullying people who deserve it.
Oh yeah, trolling people who are already trolling. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Let's just get out of here before anything
In
else
fact, I
happens.
love it. I love killing
You
them
love
and,
it.
and BMing them as I kill them if they troll. I don't do it to a player who's nice.
So this thing is cool.
I would
Kind of-
never do it to somebody who was nice.
This thing kind of just shoots you in whatever direction you're already headed. Whoa,
That's pretty sweet.
Look at your body, bro.
Look at those rag dolls.
So they really nailed the physics on this. Like, considering the physics of the game and the level designs together, like they really made them work together. Which is really nice. Because when you die, you feel like it's your fault. Nothing in this game is really the computer's fault, pretty much ever, because everything's laid out for you.
This game's almost a mirror of reality.
Is it?
Besides the leg strength, obviously the leg strength has been bumped up significantly for our
Right.
character. A
Well, he's
human
a
being
ninja.
could never jump this high. I can jump pretty high.
You can jump this high too, I bet.
No. But
no.
But besides that, I mean, the physics are much more realistic than most games, except the jumping. The jumping, I'm sure, is instant, right? When you press the A button.
Yeah.
There's no what's it called? Rising action.
Timer bar size 270. Fun locked option. All right. So that means we unlocked a timer size bar. Let's check it out.
Do we have a timer on here for how long we've been recording?
We do. We're looking at 25 minutes right now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, we're using a new program to record right now. We're using OBS, which is an industry standard.
It is for streaming, not necessarily for recording, but it also has that function, which is cool.
We used to use DX Story, and we've been having... We thought we had it figured out. We've been doing GS for almost 2 years. You would think we would have everything figured out, but for the last couple of weeks, we have been having non-stop technical difficulties. We've only gotten 2 episodes done each week during the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, if you
and
thought...
normally we get 3 or 4 at least done every week.
Yeah. If you
So
thought we were competent.
You've noticed probably that we've been posting a lot of our games we've never played episodes, which those are normally our backup episodes, but those have become a pretty major part of GS recently.
Which, I think we have better content to offer. I mean, not that it's not entertaining, but oh Jesus.
But Wes of X recently posted a comment saying that we should try using OBS.
Yeah.
And he posted a very funny video of him crashing in some car racing game. Of him using OBS. But and then I talked to Ed about it, and he said that he had already downloaded OBS and that he would look into it more. And he did. And it so far so good.
Yeah.
Fuck. So thanks, Wes.
What?
Thanks for being thoughtful, Wes of X. Thanks for thinking of GS. He's also the creator of the GS Reddit, which is at gamesoup.com not gamesoup.com.
Gamesoup.com/Reddit.
Reddit.com/r/gamesoup. There's nothing there. But if you want to post something about GS there, we welcome it.
What am I doing wrong here? Here is the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. You go up here, right? Oh, and that's not going to work at all.
That's not going to work. You're going to break your legs.
Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up here, grab the switch, and then
you got the switch. That's
go
all
to
you
the
need, right?
left, bounce off the wall. Like this. Oh.
It's so simple, and it doesn't look like a funny game at all. But so many funny things happen.
It's just great. Yeah, like when you get surprised, it's always funny. It's always entertaining. Oh,
phenomenal.
Jesus Christ. I know this is simpler than I'm making it out to be. Oh, I got it. I got this. You gotta have skills though. You gotta have ninja skills. Oh, I was gonna try to grab the wall. Because I think the left wall over there is a little bit too far to grab. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Now. How would you not? Oh. Yes.
There's no double jump in this, right?
There's no double jump.
Okay,
One is all you get.
Very realistic.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
That was a machine gun.
Machine gun.
Okay.
Yeah, my first time playing this... What?
Stop. Okay, no, you're good. Go.
Is he gonna murder us? Oh, he's changing position. Oh my god. Yeah, the first time you play a game like this, you, it takes
you're done.
It might take you a while to get acclimated to the physics. They're very heavy. In the same way that moves in Dark Souls are heavy. So, I don't know, Joe, if you kind of know what I mean by, like, every move that you do is going to have a very significant impact on what's happening to your player.
Yeah, it's pretty unforgiving.
Like, there's nothing that's trivial about every action that you do.
Yeah.
Which, as we said earlier, kind of lends to that ninja feel. Like, the very smooth and fluid animations and everything.
There's different... Oh, wow, you didn't break your legs there.
Luckily. So that's appreciated. I like that quite a lot, actually. More than I thought I would. It does take some getting used to.
Yeah, this kind of control is definitely. I mean, I think it's necessary for this game, but this kind of control, it's with a lot of acceleration and deceleration to the character, and a little bit more realistic physics, is not something that I tend to like, or I tend to want to design a game to be like.
Same.
But I can appreciate it, and the game is definitely designed around that type of control, and I appreciate that, and I could definitely see myself playing this game. Ed's playing right now. I don't know if we mentioned that, but
yeah, it definitely can be done. Okay, I think you just have to run. Oh no!
Oh, that was funny. So you have to run, sort of.
Sort of.
You have to run and then sort of
That's
stop.
hard.
You have to just know exactly when to press. So using the D-pad? Yeah.
Yeah, there's also no run button, you just have one speed. Well, I mean, you have... What I'm saying is you can't walk and also run, you kind of have to decide and divide it up by yourself.
It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
It looks like it's Sonic the Hedgehog, but you don't go quite as fast
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
at the top speed. But yeah, there's a lot of acceleration time in the old Sonic the Hedgehog games. Or in the new Sonic the Hedgehog games. Sonic the Hedgehog has a long acceleration time. It takes a while for him to reach his max speed. When he reaches his max speed, he's the fastest.
He is the fastest. He does what Nintendo don't.
Oh, I was gonna also compare this game to, like, not compare the game, but on the same topic of acceleration, deceleration, and control over characters, a game that accommodates people who appreciate and enjoy all types of control, acceleration, deceleration in their characters is the Smash Brothers series.
Oh yeah.
All the characters kind of control differently. So if you like a really heavy character, you can play as that. If you like a character that has a slow acceleration but a high top speed, you can play as that. It has everything for every player. If you want to play as, if you don't have great reflexes and you want to play as more of a tactical turtle and counter type of character, you have that.
You want to play as a more tactical turtle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
like
right.
You could play as Bowser. You could play as Marth, you know, and do your counter attacks. If you're not quite into the reflexes style of gameplay, if you're into hit and run gameplay like me, you can just play as Pikachu.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of options.
If you're into really tight, heavy characters, you could play as like one of the Star Fox characters. They're a little bit more heavy and responsive and quick, but they do less damage.
Let's try a hard one. A little harder.
To talk about different types of games.
Oh, this doesn't look so
To
bad.
talk about other games besides N++. I feel like you're gonna die soon.
You alright? Do it all over. Okay. Okay. I can get this. I can get this.
Okay, so at least in this level you get one redo.
Which is very generous.
If you fuck this up again, you're done.
Yeah, but I won't. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what kind of difficulty curve the game has because, you know, I haven't played all 2,000 levels. But, you know, I think it very obviously has...
It's got to ramp up before 2,000.
Yeah, it has huge potential
Or even
to get
1,000.
difficult. Yeah.
So it's like, how long does it take you to get good at this, to get acclimated to the controls and the mechanics and the different types of enemies and traps, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Are there
assuming...
really even enemies in the game?
Well,
It's very interesting. There hasn't really been any enemies besides traps, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's all there are.
So there's not really any, like, pacing enemies or enemies that chase you.
Okay.
What's going on here? Did you just switch levels or areas?
So there's a browse function.
Oh.
So browse co-op, browse race, and browse solo, and that was #1 on the best. So these are made by players.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
So
This is the menus are so snappy and quick
Yeah.
that it's like I saw you go from a level to a menu to another level, and I
awesome.
can't even keep track.
It's awesome.
of what you're doing because you're doing it so fast. So your brain knows what you're doing, but
you could just play this game forever, I think. And I wonder how many stages there are so far that have been uploaded by players. Also, you have these options for right trigger. You can favorite levels, view levels by, you know, all the levels by one author. Holds a report. Like, you have so many options. And you can also change the music.
the menus look really well organized and snappy.
I'm gonna try. I don't like
and well designed. Yeah.
I don't like levels that are giant. Like, well,
The graphic design is really good.
yeah, it's quite nice. I would like to see somebody wreck this level in particular. I keep doing it.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably a decent amount of player levels already. Even though, well, I mean, we're recording this 3 days after it released.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm sure there are plenty of people that were eagerly looking forward to this. You know, based on the name, the brand name, and all the features and everything.
Yeah, I saw there were a ton of reviews on Steam already. It's only been out for a few days.
Okay, I've seen enough. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Yeah, that looks like a difficulty curve. I achieved enlightenment.
What? I don't even know. Where's the switch? Where's the exit? Where's anything? Ooh, cool. Where's anything?
I haven't found the switch yet. This is Where's Waldo.
I achieved enlightenment.
Oh, there it is. It's in the bottom left.
You found it?
Yeah, it's in the bottom left.
That's cool. I got this. Oh! I almost had it.
I'm not going to argue with you.
You're not, huh?
No, I wouldn't do such a thing.
Oh, I think we got a feel for that level. Let's see what else. I like this. You can sort by best, featured. Oh, what's featured?
This is really good for an ADD man as well.
Yeah, which is
Like
perfect.
we constantly compare games to other games on GS because combined we've played thousands and thousands of games. I can't even count how many games we've played over the years.
Yeah, this is
over our many years.
Yeah, this is a game that was designed for me. A game where you need the attention span of like 30 seconds max. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it again.
But like, yeah, I remember just playing WarioWare for the first time,
Oh,
and it's a
yeah.
game that you can play for anywhere from 1 minute to all day. You know what I chose to do the first day that I owned it?
All day.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember the first day that I got it too. Didn't we go to the mall together and get WarioWare for GBA for me as well? I think I ended up buying a
the first time
copy.
the first time you ever played it, I brought it over to your house. I
That's
brought my
right.
Game Boy over
That's
to your
right.
house.
Yeah.
My GBA with WarioWare, and we just took turns playing that tower mode where it draws from all the levels. And Ed had never played it before, but he quickly became competitive with me at it, which I was pretty annoyed with.
Is that so?
No, but yeah, we were having a blast and laughing and rolling on the floor at our failures and successes at playing WarioWare over and over again. Which this is almost a reliving of that part of our formative years. Our formative years.
See, this is a level that's well thought out because it knows that you're going to try what I just did, and you're going to fail.
Yeah.
That was a nice surprise. See, that's when a developer knows what's up. When you know the score, as they say, you know?
When you know when the player is just gonna laugh at their own failure.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fun thing to do. There's a fine line between a player failing at a level and being frustrated and failing at a level and laughing. So what we just did was fail at a level and laugh. I would say that's a success as far
Definitely.
as design goes.
Yeah. Yeah, and my...
When you fail at a level and feel like it's not your fault and like you failed because of either the control or because some element of the design was
Oh, wait. I did it again. Oh, okay.
was a failed design on the developer's point, or just you feel frustrated. That's not a situation you want to be in, and
No.
you may try it a few more times just to show the game and get it over with, but you don't feel great about the design.
Yeah,
and
you
there's
lose.
also a solid middle ground where you feel like, okay, it was fair. You didn't laugh, you didn't think it was hilarious that you died, but you feel like it was fair and you want to keep trying again.
Here's what I'm thinking. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
You've solved the puzzle.
Yeah, so much of game design... Oh, 258! Yes! So much of game design is when developers anticipate what players are going to do.
You're really good at video games.
Thanks. What are these? You know, just think about what the player is going to do, or is likely to do, or might, or may or may not do. And you account for
Also-
that and make it interesting, you know?
Also, just have testers and watch them play it.
Well, yeah.
Show
Wow, that's
show
really
your
fun.
game to testers. Show your game to children. Children are a great source of testing because
Of ideas that you can steal.
true, you can steal ideas from children because they have no legal rights.
They don't, do they?
I don't know. Actually, you'd have to ask a lawyer.
Well, they're immune to, they're immune to the law. They can commit whatever crimes they want, you know?
In many cases.
So, man, to be a child again with this brain. You know how many crimes I would commit?
You can't.
No.
You would? You would commit crimes?
Well, yeah, I'd get off scot-free.
I would never commit a crime,
Well-
even if I had this brain in a child who could get
Well,
away with crimes.
Look at this one.
I have much too much morality for that. And I'm being serious about this.
No, I believe you. No, I don't believe you. This is cool. I'm a big fan of these levels, these new levels. So we can
That
look
one
at
looks
new.
pretty cool. The Eye of Sauron.
The Eye of Sauron. The Disorientation Station. That sounds pretty fun. What else do we have here?
I saw that earlier.
It's only a nightmare. Oh.
Okay, yeah, I this is too much information.
Here's
This
the
is
thing.
something for like if you've beaten the main game and you've got 10 hours under your belt on this title, which neither of us does.
Here's the reason that I'm so into this. I missed out on the Super Mario Maker craze. I think this is about as close to that as you can get,
Yeah.
or surpass it. I don't know for sure because, like I said, I don't have...
Yeah, Mario Maker was huge, but
Yeah.
we didn't play it because Wii U.
Because Wii U.
We do not
insane.
have Wii U. But
No.
if you want to donate to the channel for us to get a Wii U
Oh, yeah.
and a capture card, so that we can play games such as Mario Maker, Super Smash Brothers, and you can see us beat each other up in Super Smash Brothers. We have a campaign going, which we've had going for months, and we'll probably have going indefinitely, but it's called $3 Isn't Money. If you have $3, which everyone does, check out the description below, and you can donate to us through PayPal, Bitcoin, or if you really like us, you can support us continually over time via Patreon.
Please do. Please do. Yeah, I sort of rolled the $3 Isn't Money thing into the Patreon just to, to bring it all together, but we were still running both campaigns, I think.
This looks like a tough one.
This is pretty nuts. Yeah, I wonder what this decides to show, like how it goes about deciding what to display here. These must just be the handcrafted levels out of the 2,000 that are in the game. Or maybe not. Maybe this is a level that somebody created. No, I've seen this one. I played this one earlier.
Yeah, you gotta land on that, not there.
See, that makes me think it was my play of this. I don't know. Just because
you gotta land on those diagonals. They're not all 45-degree angles, right? The diagonals?
No, I don't think so. I think I saw.
You can set different angles.
I wonder what kind of options we'll have in here. Let's see. If we want to place a block or something, we rotate these. Whoa. All right, so it looks like we got all our tools here.
Yeah, there you go. You can do different
cool.
angles.
That's really cool. So you can do.
And there's in between angles. So it looks like you got 45 degrees, and then you got what's in between 45 and 90. Around 75.
I don't know, like 50, 60, or 70. They're all between 40 and 90. Now you get the picture. Oh, that's cool.
You can rotate it.
What is that?
So this would probably be easier to do with a mouse. Can we do this with the mouse? Let me grab the mouse.
Probably, yeah.
Does it work? No. We wanted to set it up.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. Whoops. I did not mean to bash the mic.
Oh, yeah, hey, there we go. We got it.
Yeah, this would be a lot easier with mouse, I think. I think you're right.
I think for level creation.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that option right there for you.
But it seems pretty full featured. Display HUD. Nah, bro. Nah.
You can. There's an option to not display the HUD. Is that in the gameplay as well?
I wonder.
You can just not display the HUD.
I wonder. Let's go find out. You mean the main game?
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Here.
This game is already very minimalistic, and you could make it even more minimalistic.
I don't know. This is just for the HUD. Yeah, it might be unlocked later. I don't know, but I mean, yeah, it really is minimalistic, pretty much in every sense. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Please don't choose hot.
No, it burns.
Super hot.
Super hot.
Did we play that on the channel?
We did not.
We did not. We attempted to record it, but we had problems with it. I don't remember. Who cares?
So this is N++. I think I've shown everything I wanted to show, all the different game modes, and just how awesome it is that this is just confined to a menu, so you can read it if you want to. You're not forced to. The entire game is based on the developers anticipating what you're going to do, so it's very humorous. It's very humorous, Joe. It's one of those games, it's very humorous. You know? My kind of game.
Yeah, it's funny without trying to tell you a joke. It's just funny in... You're part of the humor.
You're always the butt of the joke too.
Yeah. but that's if you have a sense of humor about laughing at your own mistakes in a game that are almost inevitable, then you might enjoy this.
Yeah. So let's see, we have 2,300.
I certainly do.
2,360 tracks to play, or handcrafted levels, 63 tracks by top electronic artists, 60 color palettes. So there's a lot to unlock, a lot to play.
Did we talk about the music? It's nice and fitting.
We did not even touch it. Yeah, it's just been there underneath the surface, kind of giving you, like I said, this is a game to chill with.
Yeah, you can put on your own music to this too if you wanted, or listen to a radio or podcast or whatever. And
yeah, I'm really not familiar with electronic music, but if you are and you're watching this, then hopefully you know some of these guys, these artists.
I don't recognize any of them so far, but I'm not a huge EDM or electronic music fan.
Frank Murder, that was my neighbor back when I was a kid. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, those colors. I love vibrant colors too.
Yeah, I like some electronic music, but I mostly only follow one genre of music, of current music, I guess.
So let's see. I just wanted to check out what this was before we closed it off here. Co-op. Help each other through the level. Only one player needs to reach the exit. Okay. Co-op is harder than solo. Oh, wait. What's different about?
They'll have to work together. Well, on the next episode of GS Plays N++, we could just do that now.
We could let's play this series over like 300 episodes. But that'd take too long. Where are you? How come there's only one of us? Duck! You can't duck. Well, maybe we'll come back to this. I don't want to get it too much into it now, but I do like that there's a race function too. Is this local racing? You suck mode. Interesting. So lots of game modes. I'm a big fan of games that have that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, this is N++. I think we've covered pretty much everything. Hopefully. So once again, a huge thanks to Metanet for providing the game for us to showcase it here on the channel. If you want to support us, you can do it through Patreon, PayPal, or Bitcoin. Just check the description, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And thanks for watching. We really appreciate it.
If you want to enter the giveaway,
Oh, yeah.
make a comment about the game
Yeah.
and say that you want to enter the giveaway.
All right. We'll see you next time.